What up, YouTube? So today we have a client testimony with Jonathan Walker. When Jonathan Walker came to us, he was in a full-time job as an engineer. He had a couple of online clients, but he actually wanted to make this dream a reality, right? Of actually going full-time online. That happened after, I think, 2 months of working with us. He went full-time, quit his engineering job, which was a very good job to have. But since then, has increased his prices. He's grown a massive following online. He's gone viral on multiple occasions, and he has now grown a six-figure business in the space of a couple of weeks. The guy is legit. I love speaking with him. Enjoy the interview, and see you in the next video. We have gone so far as doubling the business in terms of revenue.
I'm kind of at a point where I'm not worried about money now.
You basically took your business from, a hobby to a six-figure business, and that happened very quickly.
So it's been very helpful to learn about sales and learn about client acquisition and retention.
So today we have Jonathan Walker, who we've been working with for a couple of months now, and it has been a good couple of months, right? We have gone so far as doubling the business in terms of revenue. We have pretty much hit virality a couple of times through your posts that has then just flooded your DMs. There's a lot of really good stuff happening. So look, over to you. Give me a quick bit of rundown as to how it's been working with us the last couple of months.
So before I started, I was gearing up to quit my job, move to a different state, and do coaching full time. I am not from the fitness industry. I'm an engineer. And so making a change was scary. When Jamie reached out, he gave me some good information on just the knowledge that he had and the program had with what to do with this whole business full time, which I didn't know the ins and outs. I was kind of just selling myself and doing what I could for my clients. And with the switch to doing it full time, I've definitely got more confident in myself and not feeling as though I have to sell myself short. I've increased my price point. I definitely learned a lot from the sales modules in terms of how to speak to people whenever they have any replies, how to rebuttal, how to get past them. So that's definitely been something that's been helpful. Just bringing the energy when it comes to my sales calls. And then truly it's kind of inspiration from Gary Vee, and then David Goggins is just like truly caring about my clients. So being integrated in their lives. And then I started doing calls with Jamie just to kind of keep track where I have to do updates every other week. So I switched my clients to just doing weekly calls because the programs and the planning don't really matter. It's truly making sure that they're implementing it and then being able to see the changes. So with that, I feel as though my client satisfaction has gone up, and I'm actually a part of these people's lives. I've got some good transformations, so I feel better about myself as a coach. And then I'm kind of at a point where I'm not worried about money now. Like I know that financial success is inevitable. Now it's just like, okay, let's just try to find a balance of living life because I lost kind of all the structure that an 8 to 5 gives you. And now it's like we can live more, do more, but also I am responsible for all of my success.
Yes, sir. So tell me about that point when you finally decided, right, I'm going full time at this. I'm leaving my really good, stable engineering job, and I'm just going to do this full time because it's something I wanted you to do since day one, I think. But it changed everything when you did that. So run me through that process. How did that work, and how does it feel now, I guess, just being your own boss?
So I re-signed my lease, right? I was living in a city that I wasn't happy to be in. It was a suburb, it was boring. I was young and it's like there's not a lot going on. I was at a desk job and I'm a very outgoing person. So obviously I made the office a much brighter place because I brought the energy. But I feel as though my purpose, it's not my passion. This right here is not my passion. I don't absolutely love to do it, but I've gone through a lot in life, so I'm here to tell my story. So my purpose is to help others be resilient and get through everything. So I knew it was the necessary next step when I just started it as a part-time business. But we re-signed our lease. I wasn't really happy with life. I was away from family and friends. I was kind of secluded, going to libraries to do this type of work just because I struggle working from home. And so when the new lease was coming up, I was like, I'm not signing it. I'm going to move to a place where it's nice and sunny. So I'm now in Florida because I get seasonal depression and that affects myself and my business. So when the time came, it was like there was no question. It was a decision that was happening, and it was kind of like a burn the ships scene where I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna move, I'm gonna make it happen because I've overcome a lot thus far in life. Like this is gonna be no different. And that's actually what I read every day in my war map. So I wrote about that, like why is this important to me and what happens if I don't make it. The first sentence of that is there is no not making it. It's just a matter of when. And so when it came time, it was like I've been able to sustain an engineering career, my own fitness journey, as well as a side business. It's like, what happens if I give myself more time to put into that? Now, I'm not extremely efficient and effective just yet, but I'm doing way better and I have more time to live my life and help my clients. So I'm the focal point of my business. I don't see myself as strictly fitness coaching, right? It's my life, it's my story that I share with my clients to help them push through. So, with that, if I am able to invest more into my quality, my value of life with being full time, being able to spend more time at the gym, do things with my friends, have a better mental clarity, mental space, just mental capacity, I could then propel my business forward. And so that's what I've done.
That is what you've done. And it was almost the exact same time when you went all in. You basically took your business from, a hobby and a side hustle and an extra bit of income to a six-figure business. And that happened very quickly.
Yeah,
What?
it's the makings of a bright future. But I always stated that even before I found the program, I'm not just going to be like another online fitness coach who just does coaching. And like I got into personal training here in Florida, and I'm not too keen on it because my whole life doesn't revolve around fitness. I use fitness as my kind of pathway to a better life. And so like with that, I'll expand more. But truly, it's just about making a difference with the people that I can interact with.
100%. What is next for you, do you think?
Next is definitely, I wrote it down. We're writing a book, gonna get into some motivational speaking and possibly life coaching. But really, I just want to be able to share my life and help people overcome whatever, because fitness is a gateway. It's not the end all be all. I'm not strict, like I said, strictly a fitness person. Like truly the workouts and the plans don't really matter. It's how you implement it. And my goal is to just have people change their lives. Like I can actually read my mission, right? Because it's help others transform their mind and body to live happier and healthier as I've done. Be a shining light for beginners on a path just like mine.
Fuck yeah. Nice, man. And did going through this program help you get clear on all of that?
Yes. So especially with the sales, that was something that I struggle with. I'm not a salesman. I'm an engineer. And so I don't really need to interact with people, but because I am extroverted, I'm really good at it. But when it came to the nuances and something that really helped me was kind of the return to the mean, because you have great days, you have bad days, but you'll always come back and it's slowly pushing that mean to get better and better and kind of just understanding that everything's going to be okay. That was a big part of it. And then there's a whole bunch of information that, due to my lack of self-discipline and kind of just structure as I've changed my life, that I haven't done. But every single time we hop on a call, you're like, oh, well, you're struggling with this. Let me direct you to this module. You're struggling with that. Here, this module is here to help you. So when I do have the capacity to push myself and go into the modules, I feel like it'll be very helpful for me to improve because I'm partnered with a coaching company where I use their dashboard and they give me support. But when it comes to how to run the business and best practices, there's no like concrete data or information like I have in this program. So it's been very helpful to learn about sales and learn about client acquisition and retention and numbers and understanding that behind the scenes because I was kind of picked up like, hey, you have a nice Instagram. I see you're selling plans. Do you want to become a coach with us? And it was kind of like throw me into the fire. And I learned a lot that way. But if you do the same thing, you'll get the same results. So with this, when I do transition out of that partnership, I'll be able to kind of know what I'm doing and then expand with the knowledge that is in the program it's waiting for me. It's just I haven't gotten through it.
Yep. Oh, man, 100%. But I'm looking forward to the next couple of months. Let's see what we can do. Thanks for jumping on the call. We'll speak.